Hi, good evening to all my friends from around the world. Well, I am in touch with a number of people who share with this activity to improve English together. Obviously, all of us, with different levels. So, my message today and wanna just cheer up a little bit, those especially who are just starting. There are a number of people who are brave enough to to show to their other friends from different countries their levels to write. They don't care whether they have like whatever grammar problems, writing problems, even their skills maybe are not like that high, but they're brave just to show it and send a message to their friends in order to ask for advice, help, anything that would build up their abilities. Anyway, so as a person who speaks English, obviously, I went through a lot of experiences and efforts, and so many times I was in a mess, in a wonder, didn't know, you know, which way was best for me in order to speed up the learning. But what was the key is that I carried on. I never gave up. It took to me just like much at the beginning because it took to me like 2 years because I am from different country where my language has nothing to do with English. So it's frank that the start is tough, but what was like, helped was just like continuation and struggle frequently till today. So obviously I become, I think, a big speaker. I still learn. I still, my effort still goes on. Every day I try to find something new to learn in different languages because after I became like someone who had like enough English level, so I took it easily, and then I had to learn other languages to bring them up together. And luckily, it's it, the idea succeeded, and now I am able to speak well 6 languages. I can speak full, yeah, like very well, and I can use also French and Italian if I have to. And I'm so happy about the result. And this is not gonna stop at any point whatever. So my advice to those who still like struggle with you know with fixing their like knowledge of English. So the way I did it was, well, afterwards I could discover this way, which I think works. I think all of us in all languages, we need verbs, we need nouns, we need linking words, everything that is like we use in our languages. It's the very same thing that we're gonna use and need in other language that we want to learn, whether it's English, Spanish, French, German, Portuguese, whatever. Anyway, so I have this course, grammar, Italian grammar. I started with this because now I have, you know, a little bit of experience with learning languages. So I bought this one. This one is just like when you gather and you find like those words which are basic that you use every day in your language. So you learn them, you memorize them. And then what you have to do next is to find like a course, a book of grammar, yeah, mechanism, how to control the language, how to organize it, how to be able to use it. What's key about the languages after learning what you need of vocabulary is to go to grammar, to make sure and work hard enough on basic tenses, present, past, future. The language is always about this. 3 times, three, three tenses. So what you're gonna do? You bring this and then you move to the grammar, where you can just like practice writing sentences. Take it easy, take your time, just make sure that you are like doing it right. So write sentences in present using those words you've memorized. So as much exercise as you do, the more you learn. So when you see that present time, for example, is clear for you, you can move to the future, to future tense. So work on it until it's clear, until you know that you can speak in that tense. The same you do with the past and with all the tenses which are basic, daily. And then when you are just practicing, obviously you're gonna find a lot of things, in your way when you are working, and you're gonna be discovering words, nouns, every stuff that a language needs and contains. So after having like an adequate uh, enough ability to read and now to understand and can write and to distinguish the sentences in different tenses of the time. So then you can find like let me find something. Well, I'm gonna bring these books. There are a lot of different books, encyclopedias, courses and everything. So, well, I'm gonna make it easy for you. So when you find yourself that you can write, you can make a sentence, you can speak in present, future, past, so then you can buy like a small book like this one. This is in French. Anyway, so then go to treat the language, have access. So then you read a story, a short story, for example, or just like extract texts from the internet, and then read them, explain the words, find the meaning, remember them, use them, and go on reading. And then also now, as we can say, a number of us are friends in social media, Facebook especially, in those groups of language exchange. So this is how it works. First you have to find enough stuff of the language, and then you go to grammar just like to move it, to make it like achieved, to be able to write and understand. And then when you get this, so you can move to like a simple book, like a short story. Doesn't matter if it's for children or no problem, it's useful. So you're gonna just like now read about like a story about like something that is about something, a life of somebody, to understand now like the entire content of this book, and then learn the words, explain, add to your ability, and then this is how it goes. And then by the other side, so you can also take what you learn to the practice, to share it with others, like you do, a number of you with me, and myself with a number of people. It's fun. It goes like quickly, at development level. And this is the message I send to my friends who are just learning languages. Maybe they're still like wondering, they don't find like the right way to be effective in their everyday learning. So this is it. This is how it works for me. For example, if tomorrow or any day I decide to learn maybe Portuguese or German or any other language that has something to do with the languages I already speak, so I will be doing it like this. Gathering vocabulary, lower knowledge, basic, grammar, and move to reading. and practice at the same time. This is it, everybody. Thanks very much. Take care. Ooh, bye. See you next time.